Aries, this is your reading for August 2024. Before I start, if anybody wants to get a personal reading, you can get my details from my website and the link is in the description box below. Alright, so we've got the King of Cups jumping out. Mastery of love. That's what that's about. Mastery of the heart. Mastery of love. Let's see what else they've got for Aries. What they're saying to me is there's something here around the way that you doubt and fear, and there's something around a justification, almost like a self. They're saying it's like the way that you talk yourself out of things. So, and it's masculine energy, so very possibly this is for your masculine. Yeah, because it's masculine. So I'm reading this for your masculine Aries. So it's a message about your masculine. Also, if anybody's watching this for their masculine who is Aries, it will be for them. Because what they're showing me is a masculine who has an answer for everything and talks himself out of things. But it's all about doubt and fear, although you wouldn't know it if you came across this person and they were talking. You wouldn't know that they were talking that way, like it's like they're putting a guise, a disguise on, like they're hiding who they really are by saying, you know, oh, I want this and I want that and I don't want this and I do want that about life, but they're not being honest with themselves. So, and the reason they're doing it is because they're not sure they can get what they want if they go after what they want. So there's fear there and doubt, as they said earlier. So this is really about the masculine coming into the heart. So let's have a look at what the cards are going to bring. Ooh. Guided, Page of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, which is forward movement, energetically moving forward. Process, Hanged Man. It feels like something's actually coming to a head, like spiraling out of control inside the masculine. Like they're about to shed all their fears. It's like they wind themselves up, you know, like this circular thing in the Hanged Man. It's like they talk so fast, it's almost like a panic attack. Like the way that they try to cover their tracks, their own life, you know, like, well, I want this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, it's going to be better for me, this is, and it's all ego. And it's all just very fast and furious. And it's getting so fast and furious that it's just going to kind of explode and diminish after that. So they're reaching breaking point, they said. Nine of Pentacles, feminine in their power. So if you're watching this, the feminine, you're in your power. And your power is serene. And it's calm. And it's collected. And it's grounded. And it's almost like you are exactly the opposite of the masculine that we're looking at. So the masculine is getting frantic. And you are completely together. And the reason that it's spiraling so fast for them, fast, because you are so calm and collected, it's like you're holding the energy steady, and so they can't go on in the way that they are. It's like their life has to, like, what they call it, discombobulate. It has to defrag. Their life has to kind of fall apart. The way they're living their life, it's got to fall apart so it can come back as new. Deconstruct. It's going to be deconstructed. A bit like Jackson Pollock, they're showing me, like all just like splatter. Seven of Wands in the middle, that's resistance, right? So the resistance is this stuff that's going on in the masculine, this talk, self-talk. Like, it's not just negative, it's a lie. It's like, whatever it is they're talking themselves into their life being about, it's not really what they want at all. They're just in fear of being in their heart and opening to their heart. It can't go on because it can't go on because it's not what they're here for. They're here to come into the heart. So your groundedness is it's bringing it to a head, bringing it to a crescendo, where it's just gonna fall apart. It's all gonna fall apart for them. Can't go on. There's too much. This resistance inside them is too much. It's like the heart beating really fastly. It's unsustainable for the long term. You can't live feeling like this for the long term. It's got to go. It's got to just end. Timing, Wheel of Fortune, so it's time for it to shift, basically. And what have we got here? King of Pentacles, masculine, made manifest. It's like they're in a chute, like those water parks where you go down a slide and it's all dark and it spins round and round and round, and you don't know what's going on until you come out the bottom and it's like splash. It's like birth, right? That's birth, basically. So process, resistance, that's the resistance. It's like they're just bashing against the sides of this tube as they go through this process. It's like, oh, and and then materialize into the physical here. Fully new. All right, let's go here. And Empress, which is birth. So it's coming, right, through all the resistance. That's the ego, basically, is the birth. They just said Kingpin about this card. So you're linchpin, Kingpin. You're holding it down. The feminine is holding it, the power, right, by just remaining completely steadfast in the union, they're saying, where you're not in your head, so you're not second guessing it all. There's a part of this process where you're like, is it really a twin flame, or am I just imagining it? Is it really the energy that's playing out, or am I just imagining it? And there's all that, and there's also this stuff like, okay, I don't want this anymore. I'm going to do this with my life and that with my life and that because I'm sick of this. So that's a bit what you've gone through, right? But you've stopped it. You just don't do that anymore. You don't try and deconstruct it into a million pieces. You're just inert in the process. So what's gone in their head, which is the same kind of, because remember, you're just receptacles for the energies. What's gone on in their head is the same kind of talk. Oh, I don't want this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, right? That's what's coming here to a head in the Wheel of Fortune. And it's been deconstructed in you. So you're no longer in that energy, holding that energy in that way. And it's going to therefore end in them and deconstruct in them. And it's a blessed relief, they're saying, actually, for them when they exit this route and they're able to like breathe again and relax. Because to put it quite bluntly, as far as you're concerned, and the pull that is between the energy, right, they have to come back because they will, it's insustainable what goes on inside them emotionally, mentally, in relation to it. And the relief is only going to come when they come back. So that's got to happen for them. It's just inevitable. Full brand new journey. It's guided. It's guided through that resistance to a brand new journey. It's just like the water chute again. We've got a water chute there. We've got a water chute here. We've got a water chute here. And we've got a water chute here. So your trajectory, feminine, is steadfast in your power despite the resistance. So we've got a moon coming as well. So it'll be about that moon because it's a dark moon. And ego starts to rise at the dark moon, the triggers start to come on board, you know, the irritability, the disenfranchised feeling of like, I don't want to be here, I don't want to live like this, I don't want to be going through this. It starts to come in for the feminine as well, because it gets heightened for the masculine at the moon. But the thing is, if you're holding it at peace, so it's not active in your head, so it's got nowhere for it to go. So your route there is just an ending of it, of the whole thing, they're saying. Underneath, love comes from love. So that's just the same thing as well, right? Eight of Cups, it's the infinity of love. So ultimately, the twin flame process at the end is just a state of love. It's a state of well-being inside the feminine. It's just like if you were in relation to someone and they were there physically and they were having a tantrum or a panic attack and you remain completely calm. And by you doing that, you calm them down because they picked up on that in the physical. It's just the same, except they're not there and you can't see them. It's the same thing going on. So that's what we've got for you. And that's Mars. And then they can come into the heart and breathe again and relax and take it easy on themselves. You know, okay, that's it for Aries. See you in the next one.